Sand is Probe plus Therapy and a cantrip, so it's probably a keep. What's going on, Apprentice? Yeah, I don't... Magic players are so ready and willing and excited to, like, defend Magic and, like, shit on every other game that's not Magic. It's so weird to me. It's okay to enjoy other things. It's okay to say, hey, Magic does bad things, or hey, other things are okay too. Chrome Mox in Jund. Alright. Alright. That is something. Take their Sylvan Library away here. So you have 3 lands, Chrome Mox in hand. So this is our way to actually win the game, right? This is our pseudo Burning Wish type effect. I draw Lily out of the Veil. It's pretty brutal. It's been a good week, Divik. Red mana. What on God's green earth are you doing, opponent? That's okay, that's fucking adorable. That's really cute. This doesn't work how they want it to work, right? I'm like pretty sure this doesn't work how they want it to work. But I'm not an expert, so... So I'm throwing back this Mastermind's acquisition and probably a land here. I think I'm killing this Deathrite Shaman, right? Their hand is land, so... I think I'm doing this. Maybe this is a bad use of my Lotus Petal, though. I'm gonna kill their thing and... Oh, I need to play this petal first. I'm gonna kill their thing and drain them. Get this Griselbrand in my bin. What's going on, Z? Evening. Alright, so they have infinite mana, but their last card's a mountain, so that doesn't really do anything for them. It is Apprentice. I'm excited for some. I'm excited to try wild. I'm excited to try wild a little bit. Looking for a shallow grave here. Easy shuffle. Easy life. Easy life. Opponent's drawing good. We're drawing good. Everybody's drawing good. Never didn't have it. This little piggy went wee 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 all the way home. I should entomb here, right? Should entomb and put my Magus. An recommendation on a Hearthstone deck if I wanted to try it out. Odd Rogue and Tempo Mage are both reasonable decks that are fairly cheap to build. Tempo Mage has a decent budget version. I should entomb before I draw more cards here, right? I can Therapy Magus if I draw it. Yeah, good call. Good call. So what I want to do here, I can't actually make blue mana, right? Is the problem. And Magus of the Will takes a blue mana to activate. Yeah, I have to lose my floating black to attack, though. I have a land drop here. I'm just gonna go ahead and move to combat. I mean, I have blue fetches, chat. I just don't have a dark ritual. I don't have a dark ritual. I can use Entomb before I move to combat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Love you, honey. All right, so now we just cast a bunch of spells and then Shallow Grave, and then we can use the Lion's Eye Diamond to do my thing. Let's hope you like the memes. This is Sword Rogue, and it's also great for... Thank you, Apprentice. I appreciate it. Alright, so Dark Ritual. And I want to just cast all my spells here because I'm going to bend my hand anyways, right? And I just want max storm count here. Do I want to cast any of these other spells before I use this? Because I have to discard my hand to use this, so do I want to cast any of these other spells? Storm count is currently 11. I could cast Collective Brutality and then cast Probe. I probably want to cast this Cabal Therapy, right? I could Acquisition. Oh, I can just kill them with... Hey, Snarfgasm, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm just not thinking about actual... I just wanted to use Magus to the Mind so badly that I forgot that this was just lethal. Just in case I got outdid for Hate Bear still. Sounds good, Nivik. Someone else actually donated for Hate Bears today too, so... Sounds good, Apprentice. I'm so sad that we just, like, tin fins them instead of needing to use Magus to the Mind. I'm disappointed. I wanted to activate Magus to the Mind. I've never been so disappointed to win a game of Magic in my life. Just like the sinking realization of like, oh man, I gotta actually win the game instead. This is so dumb. This is definitely a Silent Gravestone matchup, right? Because they're likely bringing in Surgicals and they have Deathrite Shamans. They don't have counter spells on their side, so I think I'm just trimming some of my discard spells. I'm just gonna do this. Now, I don't think Decaying Food Chain is relevant. I think I want to just combo them faster. I think, like, having to jump through hoops to get green mana to decay it sounds loose. Food Chain definitely costs 3. His hand doesn't really do anything, right? The probes could be anything. I guess it's got a Brainstorm and an island too. Hey, whatever. Rude. Alright, we'll board an Abrupt Decay. Oh, I should probably bring this drop in. I probably don't need a basic land against them. It's gonna be too late. This is turn 1 Griselbrand rate. Land, Entomb, Petal, Dark Rit, Corpse Dance. Turn 1 Griselbrand. Every time someone casts basic Plains Mother of Runes in Legacy, I feel like I should just like lean over close to them and be like, did you know you can cast Griselbrand in this format? Did you know you can put him into play on the very first turn? So we need a Lotus Petal here to get going. I guess I have a probe. What you got over there? All right, discard a bunch of cards. Oh, do I have Past in Flames? I do have a Past in Flames. Holy dicks. God, that's just good, clean living. What does that actually do, though? Damn it, chat. That doesn't actually let me win the game, right? Damn it, chat. It doesn't let me Magus. You need a blue mana to Magus. God, this deck is bad. I don't have mana to cast Tendrils. I can recast Probe. I can definitely recast Probe. You're not wrong. Acquisition doesn't do anything. Oh, it gets cards out of my deck too, right? Still doesn't do anything, right? What does getting LED do? Once I burn 2 rituals, this puts me to 3 mana. This puts me to 5 mana. Oh, I have another ritual? Is that enough? God, this deck is fucking wild. Wait. How do I actually win the game once I flash this back, though? I can't actually win the game then, right? If we exile the Mastermind's acquisition, I don't actually have a way to get a win condition. No, it doesn't actually win the game. I can cast Griselbrand. I guess we can cast Griselbrand. That's what we're doing? No, this is gonna exile here. This deck is capped. I agree. This is the S. Oh, I can just get. No, I'm 1 mana short of casting Tendrils. Opponent will scoop when they see it on the stack. Fuck, here's hoping. Oh, this is just too good. This is too good. I don't have another play. I don't have another play. This is the only play, chat. You're acting like I have another line. We're all in. This only takes one to activate. It's fine. This lets me keep my Brainstorm in my hand for later. Oh my god! Where was there a... Oh my god! You can't play this deck on Magic Online. Right. It's bugged. I forgot when you crack your hand to LED, that doesn't let you order it in the graveyard. So of course there's a Griselbrand on top of my Magus of the Mind because Magic Online doesn't let me order the cards in my graveyard. Of course that's how that works. All of these cards went to our graveyard simultaneously. Oh, it's definitely a free league. We're gonna go ahead and concede this one because that's no longer winnable, but that... So for those that don't understand what's going on, this card returns the top creature from... This card is the reason you can't rearrange your graveyard in competitive matches of Legacy. This card. Because it brings the top creature in your graveyard back into play. And when you discard your entire hand with Lion's Eye Diamond, you're supposed to get to choose... Yeah, Corpse Dance does the same. You're supposed to get to choose the order they go into the discard pile. And Magic Online doesn't let you do that. Wait, they had Karakas in hand? They do have Karakas in hand. That's fine. The league's still free because Magic Online's bugged. Get out of here. It's fine. It's fine. It would have worked out. Alright. Why is there only one? Why isn't there a Burning Wish in this deck? Why is there one Mastermind's acquisition? Oh no! This deck's a treat at least. It draws a bunch of cards in the first turn of the game. That's basically my requirement for a hoot. This hand could be anything. My blood pressure is too high to play Legacy. We've not done Eureka Tell yet. We're gonna do Eureka Tell after this one, which, judging by that first match, it's probably not gonna be long before we play Eureka Tell. This is my late stream for the week, so every Wednesday evening I will be on late. It's a handful of burn spells. Shallow Grave. Poppy wants the Shallow Grave. Poppy wants the Shallow Grave. Ayo! Da 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 da. Never forget, chat. There are a lot of things you could be doing in Legacy, but if you're not putting Griselbrand into play on turn 1, are you really actually even playing Magic? I mean, like, you're definitely shuffling cards and showing up, but like, does it even count? Does it even count? And I should just sacrifice this, right? I should just sacrifice this. I shouldn't draw 7 more. There's a good chance if I draw 7 more, we die, right? They have a lightning bolt. All right. All right. It's a free league, fucking alright. Get him! So we did that, and the opponent has an idol on their hand, right? Right? Ain't that the truth? How do you feel about Cabal Ritual, Collective Brutality escalated, floop a pig into play? That's probably the line. Well, I guess that ends up with me at 7 either way, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna Shallow Grave. Yeah, I will definitely. Arena Rector sounds really awesome to play Magic with. The thing to remember is we don't actually know when we're getting Battle Bond cards on Magic Online, so I can't really give you a good timeline of like when you could expect to see that if you donated for it. That being said, the donation queue is a few weeks out, so this deck just seems like bad. This deck seems like it's bad, bad Tin Fins, and Tin Fins isn't very good to start. As something of an expert on terrible legacy decks that can turn 1 kill people. Like I've drawn 21 cards. No, we take the idol on with the Cabal Therapy, and we have 2 Collective Brutalities in our hands. Like, and if we couldn't, that's not a big deal. Yeah, I feel like after we floop a thing into play twice, and like I'm still like sitting here kicking my tires, wondering what's going on. It's like, what are we really doing with my life? I guess we're almost ready to drain them out, huh? Was Tendrils lethal? No, because they would, maybe 5. Yes, Tendrils was lethal. Tendrils was lethal. Thank fucking God. Third, it only took 3 Griselbrand reanimations, but we finally beat the burn deck. The 3rd Griselbrand really stuck it to him, chat. The third Griselbrand really, the first 2, they came up a little bit short, but the 3rd Griselbrand, he really put them in their place. I feel like I don't have sideboard cards for burn. This deck is an interesting amalgamation of legacy legal cards. That is how I would classify this deck. It's like almost as fast as Modern Reanimator. Yeah, it seems fine. Got Probe plus Therapy. Yeah, I think they go in the order that they're in my hand, so I can try and game it that way. I'd be very surprised if Dredge came back. Surgical Extraction. Sideboard cards a root opponent. I did streaming Hearthstone the other day. First Hearthstone content I've joined in a while. Coming from Magic, you brought an interesting perspective. The numbers they're medium, but I'm enjoying playing it. My plan for Hearthstone streaming is that I intend to continue doing it 5 to 6 hours a week at a minimum, so long as there's donation deck lists to fill 5 to 6 hours a week. We had about 300 at the end, be rich. So the problem with streaming Hearthstone is that the way Twitch works, the way Twitch viewers work explicitly, work in a very much rich get richer way. So like the people at the very top of whatever channel they're streaming on tend to collect more viewers, while the people lower in the game section don't collect any viewers. So like right now, I have almost 500 viewers streaming Magic. That puts me, what, second in the Magic section? So like, I'm gonna randomly accumulate viewers who don't follow my channel while I'm live because people are gonna open, I think they had a Rift Bolt. I closed their thing out because I'm an idiot. They had a Rift Bolt, yeah. So I'm gonna randomly accumulate viewers who don't follow my channel just by being high in the Magic section, people that are looking to play Magic. Whereas once I switch to Hearthstone, having, you know, 400 or 500 viewers you say that as a joke, but it's actually true, right? Like the top small fraction of percentage of people, most people don't scroll past the first few people that they can see on Twitch. So like when I switch to Hearthstone with 500 people watching, I basically stop gaining new viewers for the day because no one scrolls that low on the Hearthstone section. Correct, yes. People are going to look to watch Magic on Twitch in general, and some of them are gonna go, oh, this is the top dude. And like a lot of people, they just open it up, they're like, oh, I'm looking for someone playing Modern, or I'm looking for someone playing Standard, or I'm looking for someone playing Legacy. And they scroll and they find the first or second person playing the format they're interested in watching, and they click on that person. Alright, well, we can put a Griselbrand into play, but if last game is any indication, the first Griselbrand isn't going to be nearly enough. And like worth noting here too, I mentioned I think this deck is kind of just bad Tin Fins. If this had been Tin Fins, I'd have an extra mana here because this would be a Goryo's Vengeance as opposed to a Corpse Dance. I mean, like, and I don't intend to stop streaming Magic to stream Hearthstone. I'm just explaining why, like, me not having a lot of viewers while streaming Hearthstone is to be expected, right? Like, I didn't expect to suddenly have a bunch of viewers just because I started streaming Hearthstone. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't understand how streaming on Twitch works, and they just assume that, like, Hearthstone has a lot of viewers, so, like, if you stream Hearthstone, you'll automatically have a lot of viewers. That's really not how it works. There's something to be said for being towards the top of a smaller section on Twitch. Well, and Kibler did it when the game was newer and easier to break into too. Like I said, my plan, I'm not really focused on the numbers while I'm streaming Hearthstone. My plan is to, if I have enough people interested in sending in donation deck lists for the game, I'm gonna keep streaming it. So we're gonna grab, we're gonna put my Magus of the Mind. Magus of the Mind into my bin here. Then we're gonna shallow grave the crap out of him. And then we're gonna use Magus of the Mind for 8, and we're gonna, or 9, and we're gonna still not win the game somehow. Flashback Therapy, sacking the Griselbrand for Storm. That's a good call. We want to do that after we shallow grave though. Oh, this is Legacy, so we get to name Abandoned Hope too for the BM value. This better be fucking lethal. If this isn't lethal, I'm not sure I can continue playing this game. If this isn't lethal, I'm not sure I can continue playing. All right, so this has to be lethal. I get to shallow grave this back and then do it again. So I get to Magus my entire deck now at this point, right? I get to Magus my entire deck. Oh, and I can put Mastermind's Acquisition back into my deck with this Brainstorm. That's funny. Okay, so they are dead. This deck is kind of awesome when it works, huh? This deck's kind of hilarious when it works. Now my entire deck is over here. And I get to cast some rituals. All right, I understand why this meme is great. I understand why this is awesome. I can't attack. I'm post-combat. This is second main, people. Would like this Tendrils, please. Hey, Storm is 20. We managed to... God, this is great. It's certainly not very good, but this is kind of awesome. That was everything I wanted and so much more, Master of the Mind. I take back all the bad things I said about you so far this league. You're an okay kind of dude. You're an okay kind of dude. That was truly a work of art. Fuck, do I have to play Leonin Arbiter tomorrow? God, I have to play Leonin Arbiter tomorrow, don't I? Because Nivik just sent $10 more in. God, I have to find a red-white Hate Bears deck. Oh, Nivik. You're definitely here in time for the meme, Stuckles. This deck's a hot mess. It is a hot, beautiful mess. You just missed us activating Magus of the Mind to exile our entire deck and make them castable. It was A+ to say the least. Yeah, I agree, Bugaboosh. That's definitely, it's felt like I'm light on 0 mana producers when I start drawing cards with the Griselbrand. I agree with that assessment. Speaking of chilling, we're waiting anyways. I'm gonna drink my drink and eat my peanuts. Check out the sponsors, they got great shit. All of them. Deck needs more nourishing shoal, right? And you gotta stay hydrated in between alcohol. I love the new head break, right? Look, the sponsors pay for the ad breaks during the day. I promise them 20 plus hours a week, and I cover 20 hours during the day. Evening streams are relaxed. They are relaxed streams. Get to chill out. Fucking Magus of the mind, people. Gotta open your minds. And Magus them. Alright, easy mulligan. This is not Hearthstone, unfortunately, so I need lands. ARW. Thanks for the creepy waving severed head bits. What's going on? I mean, this is a keep, right? Delver, why do you hate Fun Opponent? What did Funover do to you? Fucking stifle double wasteland. Welcome to motherfucking Thunderdome, chat. Show me on the doll where fun touched you, opponent, because you clearly don't like it. It's fucking rude. I like my lands. These cards are actually great, right? And we have a basic swamp. So the first fetch is going to get stifled. This is one of those infamous small Japanese tournament decks, I believe. This is one of those infamous small Japanese tournament decks. If they didn't hit days there, we were going to put Griselbrand into play. Which is unfortunate. Just want to say, watching your vids and streams is maybe a much better TCG player in general. Keep up being awesome and making the great content. Long live Hoaglandia. Thanks, Raging Yoshi, for the 9 months. Welcome back. This deck is a theoretical turn 1 Goldfish, but the turn 1's pretty unlikely because of the lack of fast mana. This little piggy down there. So I think I just pass, right? And I'm gonna Shallow Grave to block this Insectile Aberration. It's a weird fetch. Fetch to thin is pretty loose. And this little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way home. Did you draw a Force of Will so you could continue hating Fun Opponent? Their hand right now, ooh, Got a piece of Grizzle Daddy shaped candy, chat. Grizzle Daddy shaped candy. There are some people in chat that are going to point out when I draw 7 cards here, I'm going to be dead to Lightning Bolt. Those people aren't meant to play a deck like this. Those people aren't meant to play a deck like this. If they drew the bolt, that's fine. Kill me. No, oh God, does anybody have a garbage can? That's just, I was willing to die. I wasn't willing to get stifled a second time. Couple of subs there. We have Black Starmac123. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it. And Internetum, thank you for the Twitch Prime as well. Welcome back. Why do you hate fun, opponent? Why do you hate fun? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, baby. Who's excited, chat? I know I am. All right, so real question. I could Griselbrand here, or we could Magus of the Will. Just stay with me for a minute. We could Magus of the Will. All right. Anybody in chat that's suggesting it might be correct to Griselbrand, you should time yourself out because you hate fun. We're not playing this deck to not cast Magus of the Will. We're not playing this deck to I don't care if they have more stifles. Whatever the Magus is of the mind, this card, we're gonna do this one. This little pretty dude. All right, so I need, and whoever said Magus was only gonna be for a small amount, I'm gonna cast Ponder first. We're gonna cast Entomb, we're gonna cast Shallow Grave. Ooh, we're gonna cast Dark Ritual. Nope. Boop. We're gonna cast a bunch of spells here before Double Days. Excellent. All right, it's good to know about. Looking for more mana? Collective Brutality. Go on any order shuffle. Griselbrand, that was not ideal. All right. 10 juicy ones, chat. 10 juicy ones. I should have kept the Collective Brutality, I think was the issue. All right, so do I crack these LEDs before I start cantripping? Almost certainly, right? They've seen enough. See, opponent? If you just liked fun a little bit more, you could be having all the fun that we're having right now. You could be having all the fun that we're having right now. Yeah, we could have entombed a shallow grave and then used the LEDs to like flash back a shallow grave, and I'm like done some stuff and some things, and just like put my piggies into play, take my little piggies down the market and be like, oink, oink, these are my pigs. All right, what are we doing? This is definitely a Carpet of Flowers Xantid Swarm matchup. This is a Tropical Island matchup because we're bringing in some green spells. So, the Stifles and the lack of black mana implies they're Temur Delver, which probably means I don't want Collective Brutality, right? I think that means I don't want Collective Brutality. I've got a dirty secret. Jeff is always tired regardless of the time of day because he has 2 toddlers. I guess Jake is 4. Does he still qualify as a toddler? I have 2 children. Is Thoughtseize a trim here? We need 2 more cuts. 2 more cuts. If it would keep me quiet, but you've just been making Yeah, I could definitely see an argument to be made for Flusterstorm 2. I already need to cut stuff. I don't know what we're supposed to cut. We could trim a Cabal Ritual, maybe? Until they're married and have their own family, they're toddlers. Maximum meme is definitely an apt description of what is occurring on your screen currently. Maximum meme is an apt description. This is gonna be my last one though. I've had like 3 of these and my sugar count is real high. Okay, Zizzle, let's show how Modern's a turn 4 format. Bits for the all-in devoted druid, 10 out of 10. We'll get those added. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Make a note of that to update after the stream tonight. This hand doesn't have an Entomb, unfortunately. So pretty sure we just gotta play catch and release here. It's also just like really bad against days, right? Yep, sign me up. Ponder's actually a pretty decent top. It is a Mike's Hard Black Raspberry Lemonade. It's like if a Jolly Rancher and a vodka had a baby. Force double stifle. I don't know why you hate fun so much, opponent. I don't know what fun ever did to you. This is tough. I guess I take these, and then if they go to bolt the Xantid Swarm, I can then crack my fetch, which is decent for us. So they kept, this is going to be an end-step Brainstorm almost certainly here. And this is a good end-step Brainstorm on their part because they just want to keep mana up for these Stifles. Not a beer fan, so I despise beer. Pretty much the only alcohol I drink are things that taste like Jolly Ranchers, which currently are various flavors of Mike's Hard Lemonade, and Target has these, like, I can only describe them as slushy pouches that you put in the freezer, and they're alcoholic slushies, basically. They're fantastic. What did I put on top of my deck? Chat, what was the third card? Oh, I don't remember what the third card was. It wasn't Entomb, though, right? So I don't want it. I'm pretty sure I don't want to draw. It was Cabal Therapy. Therapy's actually a pretty good draw here, right? So I want to draw that. Nah, I don't think I want Cabal Therapy. I don't think I want Therapy. Yeah, but like, do the stifles matter? Yeah, they probably matter. I would say the cup needs more, but you said that's your last drink, so it is Tiny Angry Demon. It's almost 11 o'clock here. Pithing Needle, Pyroblast, Spell Snare. Wow, that's a lot of cards. It's a lot of very angry magic cards. So they are certainly going to bolt this, and then I get to crack this fetch to get it under the stifle, which is nice. And I'm gonna fetch a basic Swamp here. Just like we have mono black cards in our hand, so I would prefer to not get wasted off of this. And they didn't fetch away here, so they should have just redrawn their second stifle here, right? So I should know all the cards in their hand at this point. This is 10 out of 10 naming Griselbrand, right? I guess it could name Magus of the Will, too. No, Griselbrand, that makes sense. I'll lead on Cabal Therapy, because I think there's a non-zero chance they'd force this Brainstorm. So I'm going to stifle with this. I guess Stifle takes away the most blue cards for their stupid Force of Will. Because like I have two stifles. I know they have two stifles. They have two stifles. They don't have a bolt. They have blast, spell snare. I could take Delver so they don't have a clock too. That's also true. Yeah, that's probably the line actually. No, they didn't shuffle after they brainstormed. They end step brainstormed. Lordy, that's good. Man, that's good. All right. This is gonna get forced. Because I didn't guaranteed have the combo cloud. I brainstormed into the two Entombs. They flipped to another stifle. It's brutal. Sure. Shallow Swarm doesn't accomplish anything, chat. This is gonna get pyroblasted. Abrupt blasted just for countering cantrips. I'm gonna go ahead and put Griselbrand in my discard pile now. Good news, their hand is 2 stifles currently. We could run back the Griselbrand block line here, it looks like. Actually don't have a way to take this Pithing Needle off the table, which sucks. I'll have to bring in Abrupt Decays for the 3rd game. If there's a 3rd game. I guess... Actually... I'm gonna shallow the Griselbrand, smack them with it, and then Cabal Therapy take their stifles away. Because, like, this puts them to 11 and puts us to 13. Is there another counterspell? For fuck's sake. I was going to save this for more rogue decks, but I can't stand you playing Hate Bears. This is for Trimmers. Thank you. Thank you, Apprentice. I appreciate the bits. Just not gonna let them see my deck here. That's pretty frustrating. I feel like we were assembling a line to, like, be able to actually win the game. No, I think the line there was good. This opponent ran pretty good with the top decks. Yeah, they had no pressure into Rip Delver, and then they had no, just like Stone Nothing, and then drew Surgical Extraction. That's a beat sometimes. I'm gonna trim an LED and a Ritual and bring in these 2 decays. We already brought in the Trop out of the board, so. No, I think I'd rather have Decay than the Needle than the Vapor. Keeping a hand that's heavy on mana is fine. I got you, Sky. We don't want gravestones because we're overboarding. Honestly, at this point, there's a good chance that I'm already overboarded. Decks like this are very prone to over-sideboarding. It's very easy to board in more cards and dilute your combo too much. Remember, every card we bring in that's not killing our opponent is making it harder for us to actually combo. We need a non-zero number of pieces of anti-disruption to stop their disruption, but at the end of the day, our goal is to actually win the game, not stop them from winning. We have a lot of permanent base disruption. Wow, alright. I was gonna name Brainstorm for reference. You should always name Brainstorm on the first one if it's blind, because that way they can't shuffle their hand. That's so aggressive. I'm gonna name Brainstorm here. I'm gonna cast this other one. I think this is worthwhile. Justin with the $20 donation. This is Apprentice's fault. I didn't know Hate Bears is in the queue, but now I must push it up. Oh, Justin. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pack it in. Stop eating all that in a box of chocolates. Let's pop on to the next one. God, democracy sucks. Look, we just give the people what they pay for, okay? It's a very simple system. It's a very simple system. Thank you for the donation, Justin. That opponent really didn't like graveyard decks. It's fine. We've had plenty of sweet games in this league. You don't play decks like this. Clears throat. I believe I said Tremors, sir. Oh, apprentice. I'm just gonna step out of the way. I'm just gonna step out of the way. Strong believer in slow down rather than buckle up, right? What's the sand looking for? We need an Entomb plus a Shallow Grave. So I'm gonna any order shuffle these. Ugh. I haven't updated Tremors list. I've actually been thinking about Tremors. I'm not gonna open it now. Dredge. Okay, so we have ourselves a good old-fashioned race. Double breakthrough. No dredger. Okay, so this therapy is actually gonna be really good then, huh? I heard you the first time. Hate bears, please. Oh. I'm getting pretty close to hard cast Griselbrand here, huh? So that's there. Hey, the Irishman with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Can I hardcast Griselbrand this turn? I didn't actually count. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just hardcast him this turn, right? I think you meant Tremors, apprentice, with just the nonsense big cheer. Thank you. I'm logging them all down. Thank you for the massive cupcake in the thing. Hey, this is 1 into 3 into 5 into 8, right? They didn't actually need to Cabal Therapy there. So Petal, LED, LED. I have. No, come back, opponent. I wasn't done doing stuff. I wasn't done. I was gonna use my Magus to cast spells. Mommy and Daddy are fighting again. Mommy and Daddy are fighting. They're fighting over what deck we play first tomorrow. Hate Bears versus Tremors. Brutality doesn't do much here. A lot of our board cards don't really do anything either, though, right? I'm gonna board in and empty the Warrens as a backup win condition, just in case they take my Mastermind's acquisition away from me. I shall board in Tendrils, right? Hey, Absolute Flips, thanks for the 4-month resubscription. I do appreciate it. I think the activated ability on this is just way too slow. This card is in our deck to prevent Surgical Extraction and Deathrite Shaman from attacking our graveyard. I think the Hate Bears list that I'm gonna find, I saw a list that had Kiki Jiki and Restoration Angel in it, so I'm gonna try that one, believe it or not. This hand draws Griselbrand or Entomb at turn 1s. How much more does Hate Bears need to go over Tremors? Well, Tremors has plus 120, and Hate Bears currently has 60. Nope, 70. Currently has 70. 70, because there's one from earlier. So, Hate Bears is down 50 currently. All right. It's a corpse dance. It doesn't really do it. Did they miss on another dredger? No, they hit a grave troll. You can only play Magic or Hearthstone. I mean, definitely Magic. Magic, it's been Magic for a while. Jeff's misery makes me, here's to kick up elves the queue. Thank you, Full Metal Adept. And then check your hearing. Jeff's misery makes me happy because he won't let me donate for Lantern anymore. All right. Justin, I'm passing the turn, right, in this game? Yeah, I'm done playing Hex Twisted Chaos. Just not enough hours in the day. They made some bad choices. I started doing other things to fill my time. And now those other things are occupying my time. Can I just say this stream time is great? Also, can we bump up Narset Cannon? Definitely. Some bits for Narset Cannon. That's rude. I like my hand. Yeah, HS is like uniquely different than Magic 2. Hex is very similar to Magic in a lot of ways. Oh, they're therapying themselves. That makes sense because they were out of dredgers. Deal. So we're still just waiting for a Griselbrand or an Entomb or Cantrip. I should have played a fetch land on one. Magus of the Mind. I mean, I guess I can Magus of the Mind for a small amount here, right? I'm not playing this deck to not Magus of the Mind. No, I'm gonna therapy myself. All right, grab a blue source here before we take this pretty girl to the dance. Yeah, get to draw 4 here. Get to cast Griselbrand. Yeah. Yeah, just give it to me, baby. Jeff deserves this. Thank you for the salty bits. All right, we're 2-2. We're 2-2 with our meme storm deck here. And give everyone for hanging out. Everyone's having a great time. This is going to be my regular evening stream slot. So every Wednesday night, you're going to be able to find me here playing some Magic the Gathering. Thanks everyone for dropping by. Remember, if you can't catch my regular streams during the day, or if you can't catch all of my evening stream, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Everything gets archived there. My goal is to do a minimum of 1 evening stream per week. And then I'm sure we'll have some random extra weekend streams here and there. I think I'll probably be on either Friday night or Sunday night this weekend. We have a family activity planned on Saturday, so probably won't be on Saturday. Gotta talk to the waifu and find out which of the 2 nights she'd prefer I stream this weekend in the evening. So what have we? We've beaten Burn and we've beaten Dredge. And we lost to Delver, and I forget the other thing we lost to. I would like to say that the donation queue for decks is an amazing business strategy. Well done. It's just it just works so well. And not only because people want to have fun and like bounce their decks to the top, but just like it allows the people that support my content, the people that actually allow me to do this for work, to kind of dictate the things that I play, which is nice. It also takes the onus off of me from having to manually pick out everything I play. Like, picking out what I want to play for Magic 40 hours a week and keeping variety in it, that's a lot of decks to pick out. So, like, offloading some of that deck selection to other people is fantastic. This hand's pretty good. It's got Entomb, it's got Shallow, or it doesn't have Entomb. Oh, it does have Entomb. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Sorry. It's late. It's late. I've had some drinks. Dark Ritual or Double Petal, and we get to kill them on one? No, don't you dare fucking chalice me. Stop it. Fuck you. All right, I'm not doing it. All right, let's play. It's late. I want to play Eureka Tell. This deck is sweet. I am pretty sure this deck is bad Tin Fins. I am pretty sure this deck is bad Tin Fins. It's a hoot. I had a good time spinning the Magus of the Mind, so to speak, whatever you want to call it, flipping cards off the top of our deck to cast, but this technically isn't Tin Fins. So Tin Fins is generally identified by the fact that it plays Children's of Koilos. This is like a weird Tin Fin Storm Magus of the Mine amalgamation. All right. It's late, but I'm gonna play one more league. I kind of want to play this deck, and I'm not sure I'm not 100% sure when we're gonna get back to Legacy again. And I wanna play this through the queue because I think it looks sweet. My cats recognize your voice and have joined me to watch you. Fantastic. All right, let's set that as the deck. Let's go get cards from TGO traders. I'd like to say the fact that you made my favorite decks cost so much to donate for is probably my fault, but I'm still salty about it. Oh, Justin. We're gonna get back to Blue Red Prison soon. Did you see Blue Red Prison won the classic? Did you see Blue Red Prison won the classic? Is Eureka's on the reserve list, right? So this card costs infinite dollars in paper. So okay, Zizzle, that's fantastic. $300+ in paper. God, fuck the reserve list. Oh, the reserved list. Why are you so terrible? We just want to play Magic. Do you feel like playing a Tanglewire deck? That sounds like something you'd make me 03 with. Oh, is MTGO Traders open this late? I guess we'll find out. I think they're open till 2 a.m. I think they're open till 2 a.m. I'm loaded up on bits for rogue decks now. Be ready tomorrow. Sounds good, Apprentice. Sounds good. God, they're open till 3 a.m.? That's so good for me. Look at that. Deliver unto me legacy cards for terrible decks, please. Fun fact, I registered Tybalt in a sanctioned legacy tournament one time. Turns out was worse than playing more Sylvan Libraries, but we tried. Usually watch on the tube and been trying to figure out why I couldn't use the timer to skip ahead. Evening, Jonnet. Welcome to a live one. I'm in cornfield time, so it's currently 11:23 where I am at. Hopefully we get nice show and tells and not these ugly old ones. I didn't check. I should check. Do we get nice show and tells? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Yeah, I fucking love this new show and tell artwork. It's so good. We got ugly forces though. I should be more careful. Should be more careful.